Hello everyone, I hope you all are well. So this is our Studypointpathshala, our coaching institute and YouTube channel. So in this year we will teach maths and science for class 9 and 10 in this YouTube channel. Of the whole syllabus of class 9 and 10, it is based on NCERT, mainly CBSE based. So today first we will start for class 9. I will give you the schedule of class 9 and 10 for maths and science classes. Different timing will be there. So first we will discuss about the maths of class 9. So after class 8, the syllabus of maths and science is quite large as compared to class 8. Okay. So the first chapter is for maths, it is number system. It is number system. You know that the class 9 and class 10 students, you are directly under the CBSE curriculum, so you have to follow the CBSE syllabus, which is in the CBSE website. So you can download the syllabus and you can compare the syllabus with your books also. You can relate with your books. Okay. So in number system, you will learn, basically you will learn about the real numbers. It means the rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, the different types of rational, irrational numbers, different multiplication, division type of question in rational, irrational numbers. Okay. So first for the number system, we will learn about the number tree. You should learn the number tree. What are the different types of numbers? Till now you got what are the different types of numbers? You have to learn first. So first we will see the number tree. So first the numbers, it is divided into two parts. You know that is real numbers and unreal, which is called unreal means it is imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers. So you have to only read about real number, not the imaginary number. Okay, we will learn all the numbers under the branch of real number. Okay, real number means those numbers which you can use to calculate any things for counting. These are called real numbers. So imaginary means what the numbers are called imaginary. So like square root of -2, square root of -3. These are the imaginary numbers. Okay, these are imaginary numbers. So you cannot calculate the value directly from this. So for imaginary numbers, I will explain to you. For imaginary number, you will get it in 11 and 12 maths. Say root over -2. You can write it as -1 into 2. Okay, so this is root over -1 into root over 2. Root over -1 means it is termed as I, small I, and root 2. So these are called imaginary numbers. You cannot use in calculation. These numbers you cannot use in calculation. Okay. So now we will discuss about only about the real numbers. Okay. So under the real numbers are basically divided into two types, that is rational and irrational. Okay, rational and irrational. So rational numbers, you know that the definition, basically those numbers which can be formed in the form, which can be written in the form of p by q, means fraction. Say p by q. If you can write a number as p by q form, you can say it is a real number. Okay, but the main condition is these two numbers, the numerator and the denominator, should be what? Integers. Okay, this should be integers. P1 q should be integers, and the q cannot be 0. Okay, the denominator q cannot be 0. If you know that, if you divide any number by 0, it is infinity. You can say it is infinity or not defined. Okay, so any numbers which you can write in the form p by q, where q is not equal to 0, means the denominator is not equal to 0, are termed as rational number. And those which you cannot write in the form of p by q, they are called irrational number. Clear? So inside the rational number, you can write integers and non-integers. Okay, integers and non-integers. Now, what are the irrational numbers? So example of, I will explain you later, but now I will give you the examples. Irrational numbers are, say, root over 2, root over 3, all the square root numbers which you value of those numbers cannot be found directly. Say square root of 4. You can write the value of square root of 4 is 2. So it is a rational number because we can write it in as the form of 2 by 1. So p by q, where both are the integers and the q is not equal to 0. Okay. So these are the value of these numbers you cannot find directly. So we know that the value of root over 2 is 1.41 something. Root over 3 is 1.73 something. So these are termed as irrational number. I will explain you later the exact definition of rational and irrational number based on the division method. Okay. Now, inside rational, two parts are there. One is called integers, another one is called non-integers. Clear? So what are the integers? We know that integers means all the negative numbers. Say -1, -2. In the number line, you know that, na? In the left side of the number line, negative numbers are here: -1, -2, -3, up to infinity. And all the positive numbers, which are also called what? Natural numbers. Which are also called natural number. And negative, positive, and including 0. All these numbers are called integers. Okay. Now, what is this non-integers? See, all the integers are rational number: -1, -2, +1, +2, 0. But the fractions are also rational number, na? Fractions are also rational number. So those fractions are rational number are called non-integers. They are not integers, but they are inside the rational number. Clear? Now next, 0 and positive numbers. We can say they are whole numbers. So this is the number tree which you have to learn. This is very, very important for maths, for the number system portion. Okay, they are called whole numbers. Whole number means starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 to infinity. Clear? Now the thing is, from the whole numbers, you can write the different types of numbers. Say first even number, those numbers which you can divide by 2, divisible by 2, directly divisible by 2 are called even numbers. Those which are not divisible by 2 are odd numbers. Okay, then you get the prime number. Okay, prime number means those numbers which have only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself are called the prime numbers. Clear? So what is 1? 1 is, it is not prime. Okay, it is not a prime number, but the smallest prime number is what? 2. Already I have told the definition. Those numbers which have only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself are called prime numbers. There is only one even prime number, that is 2. 2 is the, there is 2 questions. There are 2 questions for 2. Okay, what is the smallest prime number? It is also 2. And what is the even prime number? This is also 2. Clear? So this is the number tree. Now we will discuss about the exact definition based on class 9 standard. Okay, about what? Rational number. Exact definition of rational number. So see, basically the fractions up to class 8 you learned about the, you know the definition that the fractions, all the fractions are called rational number. Okay, but the thing is that, say a fraction say a by b, so you can divide it. A fraction, so suppose if the fraction is say 40 by 4, answer is 10. It is directly divisible. Okay, if you divide 42 by 4, the answer will be 10.5. Clear? Now it is a decimal. Okay, decimal is there, so it is directly 10. It is some digits after the decimal. There are some digits after the decimal. Okay, now there are some numbers which you cannot stop after the decimal. When you divide some fraction, the answer, that means remainder is not 0, and also the digits after the decimal never stops or stops after some time. Okay, based on the decimal expansion. Decimal expansion. Okay. So in decimal expansion means in fraction, when you divide any two number, means a fraction, okay, you will get two type of answer. When you divide a fraction, you will get two types of answer. One is remainder is 0. Another is remainder is not 0. Remainder 0, remainder is not 0. Okay. When remainder is 0, it is called terminating decimal. Okay. Remainder is 0, it is called terminating decimal. So when remainder is not 0, it is called non-terminating. It is called non-terminating. See, remainder 0, remainder not 0 means what? Say if you divide 4 by 2, the remainder is 0. This is terminating. And also when you divide say 11 by 2, 2, 5, 10, 1, decimal 0, 2, 5, 10. This is also terminating. Okay, when you divide, say after decimal, it may be 0 or it may be some numbers. If after some time the remainder is 0, after when you divide two numbers, it is called terminating. And non-terminating means when it is not divisible. Say I will give you an example. So if you divide 10 by 3, okay, the answer will be 3 3s are 9, 1, 0, 3 3 9, 1, 0, 3 3 9, 1, 0, 3 3 9. Okay, so like this the number, the remainder will not be 0. In every cases the remainder will be 1. So this type of numbers are called non-terminating. Clear? Now in case of non-terminating, there are two types: repeating and non-repeating. Repeating and non-repeating. Repeating means what? Repeating means say when you divide any two number, okay, when you divide a fraction, if you are get the answer like 2.313131, it is not terminating, it is non-terminating. But if same type of number is repeating, say 3131 is repeating, so this is called non-terminating repeating numbers. Non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating non-repeating means what? If you get an answer when you divide a fraction, say 4.5126032 dot dot, remainder is not 0 but same number is not repeating, so this is called non-repeating. Non-terminating, non-repeating. Basically when you divide any fraction, you will not get this type of number. But when you find a value of square root of, like say square root of, except the perfect squares, okay, square root of those numbers which are except the perfect square, say square root of 3, you will get this type of number. Non-terminating, non-repeating. Clear? That's why I told you that this type of numbers are called irrational number. Okay, now remainder 0 means terminating. Remainder is not 0 but they are called non-terminating, but they are repeating. These two type of numbers are called rational numbers. Clear? And only the non-terminating, non-repeating type of numbers are called irrational. Okay? Non-terminating, non-repeating numbers are called what? Irrational numbers. Clear? So those numbers after decimal the remainder is 0 or directly divisible, remainder is 0, these are called terminating. And after decimal remainder is not 0, remainder can never be 0, but they are repeating, means say 3.333, same number is repeating, 2 digit is repeating, 3 digit is repeating, like 6.013013, like this type of numbers are non-terminating, repeating, and they are also called rational. Okay, so basically the fractions means decimal numbers which have remainder 0, means terminating, remainder not 0 but repeating, non-terminating, repeating, they are called rational. And only those numbers which are non-terminating and also non-repeating, they are called irrational number. They are basically the square root numbers except the perfect squares. Clear? So this is the concept of rational and irrational number based on the decimal numbers or fractions. Okay. Okay, now we will discuss some example about the rational and irrational, about the repeating and non-repeating. Okay, based on the repeating and non-repeating. So when you divide 10 by 4, then the answer will be 4 2 is 8, 2 decimal 0, 4 5 is 20. So answer is 2.5. So it is terminating. Directly terminating means remainder 0. So it is rational number. Now when you divide 20 by 3, answer is 3 6 is 18, 2 decimal 0, 3 6 is 18, 2 decimal 0, 3 6 is 18. So like this, in every cases the remainder will be 2. So after decimal 6 will be repeating, means same digit is repeating. So this is also called terminating. So this number 6.6666, like this number you can also write 6 bar. The digit which is repeating, you can write one digit instead of all the digits. You can write only one, but you have to put a bar above the digit. That the digit which is repeating, you have to put the bar above that digit. Clear? If you get an answer like 4.131313, then you can write as 4.13 bar above 1 and 3, because 1 3 is repeating. Clear? Next, if you find the numbers 4.52663, like this, then you can write the bar 5 2, the 6 3 is repeating na upon 6 3. So this type, like this, you can write the rational number. This number, again I am saying that these numbers are non-repeating, non-terminating but repeating. Okay. So this is the concept of rational number. You can find the rational number. You can check the number is rational or not. The given fraction is rational or not. You can check by the division and by this method. Clear? So in the next class, we will again discuss how you can convert this type of numbers to decimal, or how you can convert this type of numbers into fraction. Okay, you can write, say 6 point, you get the answer here 6.666. Okay, what is the fraction? The fraction is 20 by 3, because you have to divide 20 by 3. So this is the main, you can convert directly this type of number into fraction. In the next class we will discuss about this topic. Thank you.